Hello boys, my name is Koyoshi, and welcome back to my blind playthrough of Xenoblade Chronicles 2 with the Japanese voices enabled. In the last video we left off more or less doing some exploring of Argentum, mostly, and some other stuff. Show you some secrets you probably never heard of. Now something I probably should have gone back and done before, we're gonna upgrade our abilities. They've been probably waiting to be upgraded for a while. I'm actually gonna strengthen Sword Bass first, funnily enough. I have so much. I could just strengthen that right away. Then we'll strengthen this. Strengthen this. That could be one reason why me not do lots of damage. Strengthen that. Strengthen this. We'll just do the power sight. Why not? Strong smash. Do both of those. You're gonna strengthen up. You already did Healing Halo. Let's do this one for now. And then we'll wait to do Healing Halo again later. Oh, we never strengthened any of these. That could be one reason why we're not doing a lot of damage. Although you do need to grind quite a bit to even get some of these up. Jackal Claw. Healing Circle. We'll do it again to ensure that it's as powerful as it can be. Alright. Whatever, we'll do this. Having that break art might actually be nice. I never did Gemi Root before because I was never going to really use that ability. We'll do Big Boost now. Oh, it just shows you, actually, whether the damage is physical or ether. Ether damage can only be strengthened by some extra stuff, and also, speaking of which, since getting our new character, we never did strengthen any of his arts, so let's do that. Strengthen them all to, like, even Z level 3 first. You know, whenever we get ready, we'll probably strengthen Blaze next. And then we have some other characters that can strengthen their arts. I'm not gonna do it much though. We'll just strengthen all the ones with the white effect nearby, so we can get more damage on them. So yeah, that's something I forgot to do. But yeah, otherwise, mostly just did exploring in the last episode. Didn't really do much else otherwise. That's something that we probably still have to do. In case you haven't already noticed, character need to be in party to get certain arts leveled up, but thankfully your main is always in the party. Oh, speaking of which, one thing I haven't really mentioned before, if we want to get the most out of our effectiveness, we need to switch Rex over to the first spot. So, as tempting as it is to keep Morag in the lead party, I think he's been in there for long enough. We're going to switch Rex out, because if we press... I think it's something else. We can make our new main Mithra instead. Although I haven't been around not nearly long enough to... But yes, you could switch which character is the main. You've probably remembered with a new ability setup, we can now switch between Mithra and Hyra whenever we want. Well, it's been a while, so long that I've almost forgotten what to do. I find it crazy that the options doesn't allow you to immediately check what to do. Maybe that's because you need infrared to actually figure out more about this. Ah, whatever. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah, you have to highlight to it. Oh, wait, so that means you don't even need to do some extra stuff, so you can just swap to Viffer whenever you want. So yeah, that's a new effect. Speed of which, we should probably check her abilities. Let's see if her sword could be powered up. It can be. I think I might want to keep that for a tank character. Speaking of which, let's just give that to... Oh wait, no, that isn't as strong as I thought. Okay, she still needs the good stuff. The reason why I didn't give a better rating for this is because I wanted our main character to have a higher block rating, because that block rating is actually pretty good. As for this one, seems that lowering of crit doesn't really matter, so you know what, whatever, I'll just give it to Mithra. Any extra damage is always needed. And then we have... I just realized now that we know how to do that, we could just change the order back to normal if we wanted to. Because we could just change this from the main menu. The main reason I wanted to swap to Viffer, though, was so I can go to Rex's abilities and potentially use him to also strengthen arts with him, although I think this technically shares between both characters, so it doesn't really change anything. Yeah, okay, never mind. Because I thought that was gonna be like its own separate instance of stuff, but whatever. One place we forgot to do, though, is actually explore Archipelago, and now we're going to do it. Issessa thought would never make it back alive. Something wrong? Issessa on way to set for business errand, but all of a sudden, Issa lose footing on narrow road and step at the Kelsey. Issa managed to noti upon paddle safely to a small island, but was great struggle to reach surface again. Friends have bigger bodies than Issa should walk steps even closer. Okay. To know. So, account and art not beating. What should Okiki do if I had some kind of zappy power? Something the matter here? He just arrived at Leffy Islands. Tour guide Sohala was meant to show Okiki around, but get even more excited than Okiki. Susila slip and hit head. That's not good. I'll go fetch a doctor. Right, please. Too late for Doctor. Sola's heart already start beating. Could friends use lightning power to start Heart of Sola again? What? Time for hesitate. Every second of life, Sola slipping away. I'm starting to get more about this Vashti of Thunder thing. You have to look for all the different spots. You have to go around the different spots, but you have to find the ones that only require Mastery of Thunder level 1 instead of level 2. Because those exclamation points, those are actually the War of Thunder training, so suddenly exploring has actually become a lot more important, because if we want to power up Electra at any decent level, we need to actually take these training to get our effect at. Whew, that was a proper stall. I never should have taken the right on route. It's something wrong. If you leave this port and head to Battle's Island, the path sets it to. The path on the right is teeming with scary monsters. I'd stick to the left path if I were you. I guess. SC evades by baby level 90s and whatnot monsters. Heard anything interesting? Like, you were passengers on board a ship from Moradane, were you? Fonsent, you'll need to pass through one of the crawways then. There are two paths you could take, but Luke clouds the closer on, but the route is full of dangerous monsters. You take Orwell's crawway instead. Once you reach Altos Isle, head for Dram Isle to get there. It's a nice way to do stuff. Now, for specific reasons, I'm actually going to go around the area and kill absolutely everything in this area because I want to do more damage and more stuff. But it's not just for that, too, though. I believe, Vegeta has a specific effect that needs to be triggered. And this requires killing a certain amount of very specific enemies that... Unfortunately, I have no idea which one is which, so... Basically, we're using Morag again, but this time we're actually doing some fighting, and we're gonna kill absolutely everything in this area. Because we need to kill a certain amount of enemies for effect anyway, so may as well use this time to grind up skill points for our characters. That lance is actually different. I don't think I've ever seen someone use a lance before, so that's our first time seeing that in action, which is nice. But anyway, forgot I need to actually set a different blade. You know one taking blade we haven't used enough of? Parzival. Let's actually put him on. Maybe gives him a better weapon and then just change to him outright. I think we need to do more different combat stuff. The main reason I switched to Finch before was for air mastery, but as it turns out, he has no air mastery, so I'm gonna get a bit more versatility on my team instead. And now, if we wanted to, we could maybe upgrade these other abilities. So let's do these two for now. He also has a smash, so that's good to know. See if we got enough weapon points from that. No. Okay, it's still gonna be quite a bit before we get enough weapon points on all these characters, but it's nice to know that we are building up stuff. I don't know which one to start with though, so I'm starting with Virgin at first. Virgin having a break is really nice for quick topples. That means I can more or less control top souls more easily. Alright. Oh, this guy wants to hit us. Need water again, or like... Alright. This looks like a new point we've never experienced before. Let's try Premium Cylinder right here. Why not? Premium Cylinders have a nice impact as well that give you a much lesser chance of seeing monsters appear as well. So that's something to know as well. Alright. Again, we're guaranteed that golden chest because of our reward from before. I wonder if there's a way to get cylinders without having to spend money on them. That would be nice. This game could be kind of tricky in normal gameplay. So I'll just come here to search for tasty juice ingredients, but only find lots of crowd C. Other brother or sister pods probably find ingredients that go back home to Argentum already. What should Samana do? Why not salvage? Oh, I was so busy worrying, did not even think of that. So I'll dive down right now. Forgot to put on Sallinger suit, but still found Angel Engine. Look very tasty, but somehow I'll take this back home anyway. Other brother sister ponds have said I'll also searching for ingredients, so probably this enough for now. Say hello if seen any of them. Bye now. Alright. Interesting. See, we already, it already became nighttime just from that salvage alone. Alright. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's just evading everything. Alright, took it out that time. Actually, one thing I could do to make this easier, I should just figure out who I'm supposed to kill and then just specifically pick on that target. Man, Alusa. We need Alusas. I've already faced those other enemies. Fortunately, none of them are the Alusas. It's a good thing to know. I should probably figure that out later. By the way, having mineralogy would have helped for that tri-cover rock farming I did much earlier in the game. That would have made it a bit easier. So there are two paths. Yeah. But yet, you can't see where to go yet. Oh wait, maybe the lower path's the one they were talking about. I don't know. Unfortunately, because this is a blind playthrough, I can't exactly figure out where to go, just direction-wise. Yet. Falcolexos. It's something I could actually barely take on. I realized that you can still kill stuff if it's 3 levels above you. You just need to be careful not to pull too many at a time. This seems like the right way to go, but I still do not know exactly where would be the best. Grady. Okay, both of these aqua monsters are slightly different. You know, one thing I could do to make, actually making sure that I get the right turn off a bit easier, like, get out of it a bit easier, is just, go and look at either the ground or the back. That helps out a bit. Alright. Alright. It healed a bit. That was annoying. Second Son, that's a new one. Alright. I could do a full combo now. Alright. We got Sparkly Yellow from that one. Alright. Need to put that on. Alright. Lots of Kapigas, but no enemies we need. We may end up having to fight these guys though, if they go aggressive. Okay, now we were able to get that just fine. But now I know about these, I can mostly avoid them. Because we're looking for those... Oh, main elusive. They're right there. Okay, that's convenient. There's also a question mark in there, but we'll take out this enemy first so it doesn't join the party later. That's gonna be it. There's a quest that spawns right around the same spot as our, where we, can, do this quest. Morag is a bit slower. It might be more efficient as it to switch blades every now and then to ensure that we build up our meters as efficiently as possible. Alright. Okay, that did a lot to him. Apparently those enemies are weak against flames, so that's good to know. I'm gonna do fire, water, and big burnout explosion. That'll probably take them out really good. Alright, time for the battle. Maiden Voyage. Someone seems to be trapped here. Well, we need to build up some bar anyway. Oh, they're kind of weak, but I think we don't necessarily need that. Alright.
勝機は見えていた。当然の結果だ。私一人でも大丈夫だったんじゃない？
So defeating those guys should have gave us that ability. That may have happened during the actual battle, we don't know. Okay, those are unique ones and apparently do not count for some reason, okay. That's fine, we could just reset the area if we need to and deal with 2 more of them. And those are those worm enemies. Oh, goodness, thank you, you really saved me. Mazala, you could probably tell I'm a blade, nice to meet you. What happened to your job? Ah, you know. So wonderful young man named Reed. He's still a novice driver, not yet as strong as you, nor is he much of a surgeon yet. So when faced with danger, he tends to run away. Xalka caught him unaware from behind and sent him tumbling down into the cloud sea. How unfortunate. Don't worry, everything's fine. I'm still alive, so you must be too. Fine if I said I wasn't worried. Do you perhaps... Do you think you'd be able to perhaps look for Reed? He might be fine now, but if he got attacked by a monster, he'd be a sitting duck. I'll take care of it. Thank you. Chance that Reed might return under his own steam, so I'll wait here in case he does. Since we found that our side quest goes somewhere else afterwards. Okay, didn't need it that time. It's still good to know, though, that those enemies take a lot of damage for a big flame attack, so just fire is a good way to beat them. I'm still kind of new to weaknesses, so I still do not know how the weakness there is. If somebody knows how to, like, look up more info on, like, tutorials that you could do, like, in-game, certainly let me know about that, because still kind of new to this series, after all. I've only ever beaten the first game, so I still have lots to learn. Resistant break. I also realized that just like the original game, your break and topple could just randomly miss, or resist in this case. This slowdown's kind of annoying to deal with, because they could just randomly interrupt you guys. Nah, it sounds good enough, though. Alright. If you're wondering why Do you ever English or Japanese voice? If you're wondering whether or not certain this is cool, so I'll talk more about this. If you're wondering whether the English or Japanese voices are better, I did partially listen to the English voices this time around. I find Rex's English voice, though, to be kind of a bit more lame than his Japanese voice because he mentions how he's kind of still sort of like a kid in a way. And in Japanese, he actually sounds a lot more like a kid, which I think fits him better. So that's what I prefer. For Nia, though, it's kind of a bit of a max-up. I assure you, either of Nia's voice lines is probably just as good. I don't know. But she does sound pretty good in Japanese, so for now, I'm gonna say a Japanese voice is better, but you guys can let me know. You know, if anybody has actually, like, played this game in, like, English and Japanese versus, like, Japanese voices, let me know in the comments whether or not you like the English voices better or the Japanese voices better. That won't do anything to change what which voices I play with, but it'd be nice to know which ones you like better. You can go with specific characters if you want to make it a bit easier. Of course, one thing I know, if you were to play Final Fantasy XII, I heard the English voices are way better in that game, just because, well, it wasn't always that way. Apparently, the original Japanese voices of most of the characters in the PS2 version of FF12 were still pretty good. However, whenever they changed it for the remake, they kind of altered some of the voices a bit. In fact, Vaughn is one of the biggest changes of all. He sounds more like a spoiled brat than more like a grown-up, which is what he's supposed to sound like, which is what he sounds like in English. And they didn't do it. For some reason, they only made these weird changes to his Japanese voice. The English voice more or less remained the same. So yeah, it's important. And yes, in case you're wondering, I did do the respawn trick just so I can get my ability sooner. Part of the reason, though, if you're wondering why I haven't been grinding this as much as I can be, I need to tell you something. I've been spending more than the last week or so. A special year or two. Okay. If you're wondering why I haven't been grinding this game off screen a bit more, it's probably because I've been spending the last week or so playing World of Warcraft Wrath Classic. Yes, the re-release of World of Warcraft Wrath of the Lich King. And it's certainly one of the more funner games I've played. I've already reached level 80 and cleared 2 raids. Not all of them, but 2 raids. The Eye of Eternity and also the Vault of Archon. Well, part of the Archon actually has 4 bosses, you only fight one of them at a time. But yeah, I reached level 80 and did all that within the span of like 2 weeks. If you're wondering why there might have been a delay in videos, that could be a reason why. I will say though, it's definitely still fun to play now. The main reason I'm playing it, of course, is because I never did play the original version back in the day. That was something my dad had more of a privilege of playing, so yeah, that's something Retro has Topple, so maybe I should use Topple and hope that one of the other characters does a smash. We know from confirmation that one of them has a smash. But yeah, if you're wondering where all of my game time is on, yeah, it's into World of Warcraft Wrath Classic. It just recently launched only 2 weeks ago. Trying to get Lore Master in that though is a bit tricky, but that is what I'm going for. And if you're wondering, yeah, there is another video I made on it. I think if I do continue like my Classic run, sorry if I haven't been continuing a lot. It's probably part of the problem is I was so focused on doing some other stuff that I didn't have as much time to play it as other games. I kind of just gave it a go, not knowing that, I actually discovered that I kind of like Switch games better, so I decided I would not do that as much. So that's a bit of a pain. But another reason why is my server, ever since Classic WoW Season of Mastery dropped, yes, it already phased into TAC in case you're wondering. And apparently that caused it to do something really weird. Well, I guess I'll just say, for as long as the thing was at, yeah. Well, whenever it phased into the Classic WoW kind of became its own thing and was changed into Season of Mastery, but whenever they did that, the servers are almost dead. There's like hardly anybody there, and it's kind of sad, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to complete all of the quests, because some of them require group quests, but I'm sure I'll try to find a way around it. Maybe, if I'm lucky, I can maybe get some of my group from maybe one of my other guilds to come over and maybe start playing it. Anyways, here's Reed. Bit weird to meet someone here. I've lost my blade. I'm waiting up here until she shows up. Allow me to explain. What? Ola told you to come find me? You alright? As you can see, I'm doing just dandy, but I don't want to go back to Ola. She always on at me. Train up, get stronger. I've had enough of their nagging. Just now, I got knocked into a cloud sea by a mock Sepkalas, and then you just proves it. She thinks I can't get back to me on my own. We've had to go on a training mission, so we've been doing some traveling. I haven't gotten any stronger, not a bit, and Ola doesn't trust me at all. I don't want to be a driver anymore. Can you get back on your own? Of course not. I guess I gotta go back to Lucia. She's the worst ride ever. I gotta give her a piece of her mind. Alright. And we can get back for the use of the leaping ability. Well, we definitely have that. It's nice that they made this slightly easier to get back. Now we get to see the one jumping animation. I just realized we could probably have just fast traveled there and saved a lot of time, but I do not care. But yes, if you're wondering why I haven't been making World of Warcraft Classic videos, that's probably why. The game's actually kind of tough, and getting all the quests done, especially the raid quests, might prove a bit more challenging than I thought, so I do have a way of finding a way around it. Maybe if I'm lucky, I might get some other YouTubers to come and help me out with this, that endeavor. Maybe that could be something that we do. But for now, we need to focus on Xenoblade right now. I'm so glad you're alright. Sorry for worrying you. Indeed, if you trained up and got a little stronger, I wouldn't have to worry so much. I'll start with that little shot. Didn't this just good? I'm no driver, not yet. I gotta get strong. These guys before I can go off on journeys and stuff. But the train trips are how you've become strong, Reed. Hey, there's a limit. Just travel after I've learned to sword fight and what have you. You got it all backwards. You're asking me to make a banquet when I can't even hold a knife. If you just put your mind to it, though. Everyone's got to start somewhere. The most important thing is taking the first step. That's how this mayor. We should be thankful to these fine people. I don't care, whatever. Home, you can do your training mission alone. Young man, here's by way of thanks. I hope we can meet again sometime and we can talk properly. It's hoping they sort it out eventually as well. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's a problem that they have to deal with at some point. Alright, well, if we went back, now we can kind of start exploring the area a bit more, and whenever we went to the previous area, we noticed that that first part did not have 2 paths, but whenever we go out to the second area, yes, there is 2 paths now. I believe we've been told we need to go on the path on the left if we want to be as safe as possible. They mentioned in the splitting of 2 paths, there's one that is a bit closer, but takes you to the path of dangerous monsters. And then there's another one which is slightly slower, but has less monsters. Of course, we still do not know exactly which one that is, as far as the map is concerned. I guess if we see that there's still level 30 enemies, we'll keep going that way. If we see any higher enemies, we'll go turn around and head the other way instead. We can also use our teleport to get back a bit sooner if that's the case. But yeah, you see there's like a completely different spot up to the right. Maybe I'll be able to explore it whenever we hit level 80, but not right now at this early level. So, see, we have... Okay, yeah, this is 35. The enemies are still pretty weak. So just like I said, we will keep on heading this way. I will try to explore around these islands a bit more though, both to find collection points and see if there are any hidden chests in the area. If I can though, I maybe want to try to skip as many battles as I can. So I don't hate the Xenoblade combat, it's more that some battles can take a bit, so it'd be nice to just only do battling when absolutely necessary, like I need to grind or something. Speaking of ever grinding, we've never really gotten a lot of extra experience from other stuff. So why not just change that? We're able to run for now, so we could just do that and avoid combat. Oh, there's the Turkin again. Seems they're back here as well. There's a big bird statue just randomly in the middle of nowhere. More or less just their totem now. You know, one thing we haven't seen in a while, unique monsters. Different areas, so we'll try salvage here. By the way, there are a few different results. It also come with their own unique Rex animations. One that you may have seen a bit before is you could just fall off of the thing altogether. But in the end, it's kind of random. That was a bad result, despite being at a silver rank. Let's try this again. Alright, there we go. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. Got some enemies, though. They're gonna go right into the elephant. Alright. Zertron is a completely different enemy that we haven't seen yet. Yeah, Rex is back. He was not back, and now he's back. Oh, we got a Freeze Star in before he even got out. Ooh. Okay, that one didn't do as much damage to him. Tells me he either has a lot of defense or doesn't take a lot of damage with that element. He's also apparently a flame Fiend, although he looks more like a water element, but he has kind of a flame thing. No, wait, no. Fire doesn't do good against water, so if fire's down, that means he's actually a water blade. I'm gonna still have to experiment with stuff then. See what happens to do more damage, because that didn't seem to do a lot of damage to it. This rat turtle doesn't seem to have an element at all. Oh, this is the answer we saw before. It has a really high break resistance. That's good to know. That means we may not break it anytime soon. That'd take as long as I thought. Okay. Jeez. Right. Got a new Percival got a new ability unlocked. Alright. These are different enemies. Let's try and face them. Oh, I saw that had like a blue icon to it. Does that mean that it does more damage, or does it normal at best? I don't know. That was too much. Yeah, I need to remember, some of these guys have some Okay, that did a bit more just for being level 2. Oh wait, now it's only got a ground resistance. If it has a ground resistance, does that mean it's gonna fire's gonna do more damage? Yeah, okay, that did a lot. 36k. Maybe it's just weak to fire and I just don't know. No. It's just, as you see here, it has a fire resistance. You can see that in the icon, but apparently whenever it drops its guard up, it gains a ground resistance? Now that's weird. maybe it only gains a ground resistance when it's guarding. Either way, our fire bites seem to have a less effect on it at the moment. I'll see, now he has ground resistance and one of those nasty guys, and it changes his weakness on a nutshell whenever he wants to. Alright, there we go. Honestly, I don't know what I should use against the water, so we'll test it by trying to use Parzival's ability right now. Gravity instead. Wow, so you didn't see. That seemed like normal. Of course, now we have Mithra, we can do some better dark combos now. Speaking of which, let's try those out a bit more and switch straight to Parzival there to... Right. Okay, well, simple enough to see that he clearly has resistance to air. Wait a minute, I just realized something. Air elementals, maybe they're weak to gravity. That would make sense. That would actually kind of make more sense, all things considered. About to say, Rex, please change to Mithra so I can show off the next side. We'll go ahead and interrupt so we can see this. And then this bull. Ooh. That was a nice kill there. A cool combo he did. So that's the dark effect, but it shows itself as gravity, so it very well could just be gravity. Anyway, still trying to continue through here. Oh, we're almost at our main storyline set up. You know what to do. Oh, what we're gonna do then. That's not go in there, of course. We're gonna end the episode. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like you guys enjoy, comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we continue exploring the Archipelago. Until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.